The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. The 20, flop, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Falcons 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Trail green. Trail yellow. Okay.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Zoom black. Black ultra. Ready?
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 31 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Hey, green. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Field black.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
6. Mega. Hut.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down, Ravens.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Ritter. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The Falcons at 6-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hey, go steal. Set.
On play action, here's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. Short throw caught by Pitts. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ridder. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, go Fury.
He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Okay, right.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Go.
Ridder to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 1st down. Here's Ridder. He's going to... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Drill green. Ready.
Ridder now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the air again, it's Ridder. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Quick pass out to Miller. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And down to the 41.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Falcons 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Yellow.
They'll
Go.
send a receiver in motion to the right.
Black Ultra. White. White. Sand.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. His throw incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Falcons 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Ritter.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Fury, yellow. Light blue. Zoom, black. Ready.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Blue strike.
At the Ravens 2-yard line.
Ready.
Robinson again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 60.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers, 85 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Going deep this time for Miller. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mitchell now off the option.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 3. Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Mitchell.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Ritter's throw going to be taken in here by London.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter.
Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Baltimore.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
That is caught. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 66 yards.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Ritter will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
The 33-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Raven first down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right back. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back.